To my wonderful listeners, One Family TV wala mutanale nan kotenke mbadiŋolu ika fo meye ko typically badi bunka atele moti meya lonko afindira de adiamuta de ay kuma kaŋol fode meya lonko mbe audio tala mba natila meya lonko ay jabiro ke modo la kuma kaŋol la de anin kendiŋo dobe je ika fo meye ko Muhammad Yahya Fofana ati fana mu moti meya lonko afindira de adiamuta de kabri former president Yahya Jammeh adiamuta de nin kendiŋo moti meyalon ko afanam fintida de adiamuta de ay kuma kan dol fo de meyalon ko mbala audio nin tala mbe be na tilali enande oto mbadi ngolu anani audio tanne lamani hakilola mbadi ngolu kani ilamoy anin jusola de
ye mol diamundi wallahi be klali fele nkal ko Allah ta ko Allah mbiro be win kelal Allah rañino ko taliben sudabe winna kana election o ñino nali amna ko ale gambie diwul be mindi nasolla hay jara nasolla abe koylali male gambia banko kan African political patriot be kono men sabon from nowhere to come to be a president in once wakaka mun coup d'état drone bar motina nan je yela political patriot this year ya for this year ye win that's not possible hadna rale gambia be la sadabo not possible la nadul ka lefta cengila ale mel tare bouteta e soronta e be struggle kan almost 10 good years e sa fal nol be bolel kono mama kananol be bol kono atroso lafi cengila nyawnya al yol siba ba al lefta la on interest olela salbe kam fari gambe dul ye balto albe kam fari gambe dul bal juben kan kon leber kafol le malti albe kam fari gambe dul bal juben kan ko interest mo le malti gambe dul ye balto hala la kom ga kacha gambe banko ka yuri be ni wino mente sande albe nyaabur ke sobe mata alko albe bula ne yuri nga keba lele kene ngale bula je nyama my bro that's not possible ha barin tol yemel lon tol la badibu e koy fa flaw muy faleta bunya e ba flaw muy baleta bunya e koto flaw muy kotota bunya. But my brother Ebrima Dibba, you disappoint entire Salikanya people. You disappoint entire Badibu. But tell a mirror for ye the fanan do kule bamano. We see you are educated, you are well known. Keba me ya lonkan ko se wulu no dinti. E manye na kanaka audio bulo kan ko bulo na ka neng for no reason. Wo mari meta to fanfo. Bal dindi merento taliben suda idoko fulango taliben suda Ebrima Dibba e ko kan to la pabil ne wala ko kam e ko mol ye bulage ye même continent Ebrima Dibba may fans ima keno jam that typical me America banko la kam ni be America left kangi nan number you have it my WhatsApp no still is active in tell me typical I want to we meet here we got a physical na camera londi na buroda kotoke ni mo nini boro mandu nyamo ko nga fa nindol kam fara ke kanan tank symbole kataran Ebrima Dibba ndebe damen do folay mansila ke jabi mansila ke attack and mansila ka come to you in different way banka kule ju bengita ma mellong but this is the advice no dembe ko ke mbe ko ke buto kelal aninda koto ke buto kelamba folo le tella talbe ben suda kabri aka mufta ama sign ka mufta ama sign kon resign in UDP moliye dabala kudo but ay daji ko men sabra UDP kono pour ay ke je UDP kolye posino jawoti ka UDP ta ka destroy pour atela all interest on you. That's why we fight of Taliban Suda. That's why we cannot trust the Taliban Suda. That's why we don't believe this man. And that's our fundamental right. And Dajiko, I made it on the UDP in Kola. 3 good years, you may put your Taliban undermine for your own personal interest. 3 good years, you may undermine now. 3 good years, ye more sur internet on you kono. If a dabon ne ba disrespect la, hanna re da man diam, but we knowing that. By yatani ko platform mo dolel ya lonko, if a Gambia banko kan, by talibe ko fananjo. Ani mbe kuma kirim fola jang, leftover videos, but come like due to I'm in holiday in the United States of America, I cannot because I don't have the time much. But Kemo boy ya yemen siya ila platform about through the typical la picture is there. Yal alman karang al yal miral karantale. Alman kuning al yal miral kunintale. Alman fellon al yal miral fellon. That typical love and I still stand in there. Nko kodo me yalon kodal. It have a global funding. You got talmen and dadila funding chon mella. $220,000 each. Ntel ko taxpayer money lem. Can global funding is given for the taxpayers people. It's not from the Talbe pocket. It's not from UK Moboyan pocket. But Allah karao mantajan. Allah kuni mantajan. Tuwaudu jameli yalon katko. United Nation. Iko koroske kadi masakundala. Ibo mo koro iba kumala nyadi le. Taxpayer money. 106 countries le koro di Talbe almost 40 something thousand number or 40 something million number. I don't care. But it's a taxpayer money. They give it to the Talbe. Talbe should give it for taxpayer people. It's not like time. Ima for Talbe ko akela banki kono. Ba al kunim baloli, al karam baloli, al manjam famu, al ka pose al ka typical body bunka like is just saying like a kumol for me along ka manso. Al te karana ba. Al keba bakata al yal fanga kal educated al keba bakata al yal fanga come like al karantale. Ala fani bari alko menta alko janjandi ala janjandi bar momo e ko soto ya kilo soto that typical mankarande bon nga diamond of I'm still standing there that money me along talbe na dadi la bakwe boys wala me along be deport kan amambo talbe la jifo kono amambo KMC but it's a taxpayer money nga janne fal ko alko manye no fola country 6 me along yo kono diera they give it to taxpayer people. Wadi kamela fo gol manga taxpayer. Hali to mela tuba duja muka tax la jo Gambia. Muka tax la jo Gambia bang. Bara karam balini kunim balinu. Al tejam famula Allah balo sembo warabad. Banda typical bad muka ba afra le kotenga ko. My brother, al kutu kuwe. Al for respect, moli al respect. Alman voice no Gambia kono de. Alvekala internet president ultiban. Walvekala football team president ultiban. But Gambia president hana tra idwata le maka jama ulto. Altolte kelati. Adaji ko talla. Amano talla. Alma hasido la soto. Ale hasido la malti. Banko dolla banko Gambia banko. Seniato tile ka Gambia di. Hana madu me alonga hasido la malti. Na Gambia seniato tile. Gambia di batato tile. But who is the Talbe Ben Suda? Jumale Talbe lo. Talbe dini merondola ku al kalken ne keba ne wala. Ale loya dabo nen janne. Mfindita al kan nan jam. Ñu flag bar tombo ñi. Ngal bouton lo touch. Al mal al be malling al tarasi internet o kono. Al balla lungolu discrimination safero laje. Nya balla le. Ba ni dol ma safen ka fonu ndala le. And mba fola ndala le. Balla no julte ñola de. Allah no julte mo kilna billahi wallahi talali ngam pare ngata ngombe be la Gambia al Canada internet ko no team talbe mol mel yalon ko be ni nonsense affaire be al Canada internet al ngata be Gambia al balo no kontonal be bor korna kilo kono ale giso men son mo giso sor ka tamba to tati nal kal fatiatal al banto le fatiata ka tamba to tati nalgal keke nera albanto le keke ne ka tamba doltar al nga ben campagne rani ko nonsense people is everywhere al nga ben campagne rani ko taliben sura ko kanto le kebal ne wala ngal bula jale si ala tenku karna mu alo ben bulo ko be tuba du banko be america janne so men diate bola kera itene fonso cew bute mi do ala fonni where you beat your own man ala fonye balla keken di ana la dawara danda internet ko na jan bar gambe dum li space men di yalla ani buñani horomo alata kola UDP le baral yo wural kanne alata kola UDP le baral yo wural kanne bande typical ba flako alla any movement I'm having it hanarambe holiday in America jam ne mutana internet o mboro dibin latul bule ko kaburo ali bare ñin sango me alon kana dunga ko ne ka fu ñine tantanjal talo kunkudala même baye de wulun salon ali bare banin kiko din ko do ke kilime keku billahi ibe takikela hani lora tie photo ke ta tera ifa fulan ko bolo doyala ifa fulan ko bolo nenna iba fulan ko bolo doyala iba fulan ko bolo nenna ite male la politique agenda tan mun fora but come on, no voice less. I will say what I want to say. What do you guys think? If you can do Kulubalia 100, we can do Kulubalia 200. But Seniato Otile. But Kamfan Tumale Maltoti. But Yella Fere Jawal Nala Kuruya Datile. Sanji Saba. You didn't call Yalla Yabulagi. Falfona Jurobula from Kangal from Kankuntal from Kumbara. Salve malu to jarola al mala mesa ko sa mita mani baliyan o mani baliyan al ka ken besa kenon baral ke sembe da men to la kako we are a youth for the king har mani jumal be jan la moyla ite parti o men kono wolbe king ko ite ko yol divide ite ta king la. The one who will trust about you. What agenda do you have? What policy do you have? You don't have any fucking agenda. You don't have any nonsense policy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yatol wulu politiko kono. Yare karen politiko kono. Anal yo taraje hamo me ya longra. Won yo dunda tolla. Atol yo hamo soto wollella. Bi alkelo alkafko wol mo hamo soto alkelo alkafko wol manke fendi politiko kono alkelo alkafko wol defen keno la politiko kono. What kind of disrespect is to do yourself about it? Ha! What kind of disrespect is that? Even if audio niwe masoto, he can do that.
Minka fako ha mbelden ta gambela ayna tenen woluma la kamen fu woluma la kamen fu woluninte there is no role we can play woluma long they don't know what it takes for a dictator to return to their country in those circumstances comme membe ken de sens this current episode. I always say this. Nga example ta always Charles Kanke Telo. Wole popular than Yahya Jammeh. By far and large. When he left the source of Monstrano County, Liberia, up till this minute, he has never returned. Amamuru. He has sort of Sangita war. It's not because he lacks support from his own country. No, hell no. Hanibi Molbela Frina. Nga Modolong, Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister of Liberia at that time, no need to mention name, was my personal friend. Oh, Nilafte na idea Rafa no Charles Lowe is a good man. I get a fang 100 os. Liberia ko $100 bonda adila. Ako nyimuta. Kontano kam. Urmola Charles Lowe tarmo de. Akasi aka Charles Lowe kumera ka kumbo. Ako nyin kelo betar. Kuma kila ko fu baka ko Charles Lowe angala ko moy ha ko fu nan fole. Yalla Charles angala ko mo bakala. Oh yes. Atlaka ko oh boy. Mi kuma fa ko oh boy. Yalla angala ko karna fulo la kay wis baka. Ni ngi be diam kan tuba ba ko oh boy. Wala mi yakuma mo fote it's good that he kuma fo lafta yim fon fa ngi nen kala fam. Charles Lowe ko ngama drona ko akayus oh boy. Nanama nay gambe angale kan lal moy nanama moma ko oh boy. Charles Lowe ko la fo. Nanama gambe no moy diamola Gambia malam Dr. Jandi none of them. Hani de na Gambia television na mamoy oh boy. Charles Lowe dro ngama atla ka oh boy. Yayi nen ka ko oh boy. then meaning kawitan la ko yengi ngam na yes is a better thing akumata ngi ngam ko so Charles mu angala kam fola bald according to this deputy foreign affairs minister who was my personal friend, of course. Yes, all right. Labyrinth ge like len kera kungin and back. Most of the people here, they know I went to Liberia on my own accord for the second time day. Meaning I like that place. So don't worry about that. Well, so but I'm a murno Liberia. For ya soro sangita woro. But moment on ko ete ke mira fenna. Ite you are not nearing the position of make yourself available to tell people all what happened at the level of the government. I'm hereby I hereby subdue myself to the entire presidency and the government system. That then the ABCD then because among in fact clemency to ask for clemency my secondary area individual citizens of the Gambia and in foreign lands. So I come on 3 compartments. Bari atafe hani because will be any wrong. I'm now subdue I'm guilty. Atafe what is a great guilt or great sign of guilt. So well, that can be no problem. But don't think of going to that country because number one, first and foremost, there is no security guarantee because co-expert of the exile president, Askeno Banco can be more Benjamin, they are loyal to him. Askeno outside people could be loyal to him, and they can be ready to give him any kind of support. Yeah, you will be able to cope on the Solandina. Dunia Pekata, and I'm try. So Yahya is not going to be the first one. Atakela. Gambia to Sonna wala. Dunia mona menke. Ndlokum bastard la Gambia. Iko mona menke niake. Mena manke mola ola kakela. Let me repeat. Mandinkoloko. Mona menke niake. Mona menke niake. Mena manke mola ola kakela. So I love to wake Gambia bang hani. So Gambia man la fola. So for those of you hey Gambia tenen it is serious so you don't even know what security is all about. Hey, not. I'm going to repeat this. This man knows I come for alone. He's not confused. He knows what he is saying. Confusion to get. Hey, but I am like ani sonamuk pustala. Abe kenda ranko jabisa kong. For those of you who jabisa kong, fembe kenda out. Will get over kenda na drong. Nyom ngol be jang budung fenga ngamale in food so take it easy. Masakunda le menkala. Wala no kunun. Birindi amo fidran kala kwale siele le moy. Immediately President Diamuta, the Alpha and the Omega of the Gambia. Adiamuta immediately. What that tells you is wala yagemelen diamo akumata bakale pour ngadiam. Adiamuta immediately amam pare followed. President amam pare diamo abe padiamo kote kada amam pare. No. Market. Ha. Bo malik dinu da ko children mark my word. Mark my word. Amam pare fla be diamo la kote. Abe diamo la kote. Yela diamo tala. Abe diamo la kote abe diamo la kote. Na president ba. Well, for the purpose of security people are alone and coming for. Welcome on San. I'm speaking from Northern Europe. All right? Nilotan ko sama. Baranga sam fon Sudan ko sininding. Mbe airport mba be malala. Even though majority of the people, sound-minded people, they are going to but when security would do what they are going to do. Let me just they know. So, Niko Mbita Gambia on the 6th. You think Gambia is going to take it on the 6th? No. Gambia is going to take it today. Allah Akbar. Need to go on the 6th. Gambia be itula calculation start la bile bi birite ita ko don on the 6 Gambia calculation automatically begins from there and about so abelano nyam so wala na the $1 million question the most important thing am mole dunia hadi bembe mu raje ko tata ko taburu na ta jasonna silo do suru karla nyimbe tu it's very difficult to talk about it very very difficult but we have to ngana nyimbe foten very very difficult to talk about it but we have to mbeginen kar adina india mo kono mbeginen karokala mbeginen karokala bar gene mbeginen karokala mbe fenna fala wolento ko it's very 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 difficult to talk about but we have to yaje ya jamme aka men foten ko mina tenenten itulentolonne ngamalal diamo fonkono fa ako atamalla fi comme problème lola na ningonte pour que the economic pour que wipe out ya la fonam fola ata fe wo is just like nana mamoy banko melanko ikapanya defang an embattled leader of a country wala forces a remnants of loyalists to him even whereas there was a creation of a new president way more sort of for a fight against contingencies of military peacekeepers kaul wipe out well I know he could not do that. Okay, now let me come to the point. Ya jamme hanibi afe mulbe gambe men loyalta they can start something for him and that startup can give allowance to the dissidents in living around the neighboring countries, the suburbs, then so that it can be a real battle to do. So yung idea babul, yung miralo babul, I believe babul. Now, who should put Yahya wrong or right? Nkanafutol to sign. Nko. Genen kafut nangi den karot. Naber na banya mo buy now. Yen karndimenna. Iko always be loyal to the commander in chief of the day. Number one. Now we go back to primary school again. Always be loyal to the commander in chief of the day. Again, always be loyal to the commander in chief of the day. Narkwano take. Kodi? Arkwano. Farafel el mamoto de Jafara. Namer ole arkwano de la take. Mbele arkwano take. Kodi? Wala commander in chief member sitting itenga na loyal nana president corona drong loyalty shift automatically. If that is what obtains ni atra wala abelado wala nyam, that means ya jame akamin forata kenola. Now my question is abelado wala nyam Gambia bang fato nyam, that is my question. Yala nga femflav nko namen kali wala mintiko always be loyal to the commander in chief of the day member sirin nga fala singa saba kodi nko ne oketa oto yalla mega men foto ni ndara kambe juma be borra membe borra juma balonna yalla that means otat le borra kodi katu all the security apparatus are loyal to the commander in chief of the day. If that is the case, that should be the case, but is that the case? That's the question now. I cannot answer. Because loyalty is not written on anybody's face. I because some more from that. Loyalty because some more from that. Now, any group, as we speak, nitata police kunda, itata army kunda, ba yun la flow, wolem joran katolo bulu, joran melanko, you can use it in battle. Police kunda, they have the armed part, army BM is armed part. Okay, so now, akama no group wakono, mulbe ni ala tema, momo ala meeda na tema, akwete mako, if ndola yung group BMB loyal tala, naman kate ibalon nala, kwadi, naman kafne ibalon nala. meaning to know whether everyone in the security apparatus or in the security sector, meaning all the security apparatus, come mobile loyalty to the commander in chief of the day. Ni atola keta akamuna yalo no kodi mbegi karola. I'm not going to make any mistake. Mbegi karola come ni atra security apparatus will be loyalty to the commander in chief of the day akamuna yalo na ngamara umtwenal lombali atije. Bari nata mobeje fanan o mobeje men loyal kalon na ha kodi adu safono moen karnin karan aman loyal dol bi kede no fam fayat ndo ko man loyal kodi yalla ni ngo sotota saying mo ni o konti if that number is escalating that's a concern. So now ya jembe kadiamu akawdiamu angulolto you'll be surprised if it happens. Security officer yaje ko ani yaje me they are in talking terms manalal well nka kumolo fatan drong. So now what we are supposed to do is nka tula memfula billahi wallahi tallahi ning hada manuma loyal kuta kenola niaje kila Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam niaje kelowin ala ya makoy folo ay murgiso kayanda loyal taya labon kafir ka kafir ya bule ka kafama ka makoy kelola loyalty wala naka kelowin not loyalty ni moma loyal ata kelo kenole wala na kila ale mulu fu kila kay karnin kari bela ka fokon bari man loyal e banka muslimol bari ikana fu moy o keno ta kila dem to so askeno hada madum lalla so nta si mem fono mbadi mulu ale nga loyal mole loyal de ya gemelen diamo be he believed in his own mindset that hani bi molu be gemena ko loyal atlea. I am not the person to answer that kafu tonala or tonand now, but one thing I know, security kono askeno mo koy ko kare karamal loyal muna mula dis note tendinten e fon salam ko e ngi ngatu namal loyal mbegi nen karo ko kotake mbali nen kala nko muna president ay momem bondi bunjawto ye momen soron sangi jama president kuto sida e bondi ngali nen ka o mari la loyalty ngena kala nyadla Allah mi la loto yamara mo ngena president kan la tan bu mari la bang ngali nen kal ngamar di ansa yes nga kuma ko do mala fala jande ye mem bondi bunjawto masado la soron masado na bondi bunjawto ngamar wo nyanna masa kuto men sita nabe faldo da taflo ngena fala ngamara ngena kelo nyama kodi ngali nen kal ngamara ngena kelo nyama mbeda na wolto.
Okay, left down the follow Puru Gambe Dun Be ya understand well. Yes, I will pick you a man of justice. I will pick you as just give me 2 minutes. Okay. Left down the follow jam. Until Gambe Dun until youth soul. We should not allow they fool us. Until Ningil Be den the far killing on lela. But ni man them farmanol bunya. Kotoyame be lori gente bunyala. Alakana kumomen. Ntol ni be den da fal mella e bo fal bunyala to le fane do ko la bunya sono. Bal ni me fal ntol fanol bunya ntol tote fanante ntol koto non ntol fante bunyala. Ngana ma keta ay même fo jang. Ala kuma kawnto ani mo le be message o sen ka nyokan atara loya dabo nenje atata at the same time atata ko denge ay UDP ko benen too hala badul mel yalo ko be UDP bara manke ko aya fatiyar soto amanga ko ke kendo la mati men diata bol kel multa jabi nola mol sa jabi men tambita tala bar yalo the typical I go with the warning but I also have a heart kulubale adeni kon sa dunnole malibale adeni kon sa dunnole bal ngaje go politiko senema samba mol kam but almeda UDP undermine la ngal bulaje fal yal fan hang global fon Canada salbe down dal malto jarora node Ebrima Dibba meta derinde talbe ben sulabe derin hani bi karwa songo be derin an bi that typical I change my way little bit. Same the movement nte ya fo jannen ko I will not attack them, but when they come I will come after them. Nimma men jabi alongo te typical mela audio la moy. Nimma men jabi alongo te typical mela safero la je. Nimma men jabi alongo te typical njututela la me jabi. Bara manken silatela de. A manken silatela nte jabi nola. A manka nengo tende typical badi bungala nte jabi nola. Al tata talwe ben sudale. Talwe sudabe deri abala football team kirbu karabola mol nyabala. But any day aliye loya dabo neng. Ale lamin mane neng anal malla fi talbe sude neng ali na kebal stop ke neng alle nyaton ko stop ke neng banal ye neng ndol dindingol binatol kanne me kuma tan folaliye mo kuma tankilum fola talbe sude anda kuyala ali ne amen anga kuye nyore nyama kala ken kebal ne nyame. Let's talk about the fact. Political party they talk to each other. But mo namana je nyoneng but bi ngajere ko atol mel yalon ko jusku njano balla albora in UDP albe malto jarola alte sofara alte mono bayla alte warato bayla alte kala gambia to ko fenti kan gambino jutta ya daji ko jere bi wo malolbe laringal kam woni torobe laringal kam salgo ko salinga kulubole ya den ko ni malibole ya den ko dum isade ninge attack ni tol finde nga koy ma UDP ko le ka mol neng alka toñen drogal ka di same time ka boral ka fanga victime alka toñen drogal ke boral ka fanga ko mel ak mol le boy tatul kan allo kruya daji ko albo stop la man my brother allo kruya daji ko albo stop la 3 good years albe UDP undermine albe nonsense o be fo ka UDP mo mol be siri ngal jube nganya kasal je sa nata na mur ko ngé UDP ñin kañoy ba men soro baba la ñu welcome wayalu dimi al jusku ngo fara wacc al lota jang al ko al bello la sam ka UDP ngol attack with insult with arrogant way alin tole yam way alin nyamato way kan el fal ne ngal bulale ta si yale tenko taliben sude tela sino my bro taliben suda this is and you and Kemo Boja al bebe ni internet ro kono jande mbemem fola le jang billahi wallahi tallahi billahi wala tal ngen kal ko kali saba ndet typical mansila talibe be suda la atoli be kilin la mo kilin taje me algo yesango fay du fansa se gar sila tela metonya keso fole in the screen metonya keso fole with to face you too ñoo ñiana ñaan nga benta loje balun ko ala la politiko ke ntola focus baba ye men duno melantal kundo mo kili ye mo kilimbo na in MPP ya sama in UDP that mission we have and we have to complete about that mission bara tolla karola ntol juduta tollale ko gambe nol juduta la nyamen alla kuma fo ko gambia momo yalo kana ay elfa bunya soto ala elfa bunya ala elfa respect wona taral kono e momo senol je bebe disana killing meri yalo kana malaka elfa doya ilafta ke la parents la kuma moy wolle tulal kono be bolal kono bar haramadu me yalo ngodal ay bamani fama mantal baluring wol kera faran tambuloti ani haramadu me yalo ngoda hadu men tungol muy e ke kanam baka day dama ko tiyo lota tek itaman min dono ko nta tibika nsa kudu teyno janne nta se wata ado bayno fa yenne nsa fenke ngamen tamita nyin tati bayla foroya ani la daji ke keno e koy golta ya fali nafulo because of dindi meron la ko gam wayadna kala ko bulna keba la yenne ngal bula jeño that's you know the possible we are ready for anything my brother mbena last kuma kiri men fola jang global funding me along nga fo jang because I came over jana page le ba tele mi la spoko ngajele ko ya asia alasia o malla education o kenyalati o malla karamo bundala fahamuro kenyalati ndeti bikal manta school bar mbatol karannal mel ya lon ko dal ko atol mum sulu saji mal mbal be kilin bouton lola ñi tiktok ko na janne ñi internet ko mbal be kilin bouton lola jan mbal be rakle la janne mbal be sila ko tendeke and nga damned and still stand there that global fund is for the citizen among all that akodo mambo talibe la jufo kono kako 220,000 nanta dila banku dingol na meli yalo ga ye dipon na wo kodo nyi bonan min to global funding country woro wala yo kodo na ya la nyoka ya di talibe la bal talibe nan dadi la banku dingol lela bal talibe he just take that money islam comme kodo boda atel talibe le bulokol pour ka yur solta kela mind ta ka on the mind wo kodo nyi and still stand in there but yo do parle ta ya koti ko typical bad is send a false information. That's a true information what I'm just saying you guys, but it's you guys to thinking capacity ala thinking capacity na la famu roman tajera. Global funding is honor of the citizen of the country. Meliale mantara do kula wo kolonanda dile wol wol fane business wol create a fence roje bar kawen talibe ye kuman what he did akoko kodonyim albeta sod no only 30 people in Takasoro 40 something million euro ala calculate that is like niata ya fali in dollars ya calculate kodenge each person $220,000 pour your business or create la nyame baro kodo mambo in KMC a mambo talibe la jufoko ngo men fale wala atol dimi wala jusu ko jami barinka tonya ke so men fale kodo mambo talibe la jufoko wo kodo mbora mintole global fund yadi banku dingole mele alon ko e mantara do kuola sesa mele ye depot nang but then 3 months IOM ke molta ko le dila ni be business jani be kodo le mbal skala so 2 minutes 1 minute rek so say bal say why talibe say talibe nyul kumanna ko ni be tala training na nanta 1 year tala wotumo nunda carte fayo ngin kono pour abol la carte ko so la nyame. My brother, you don't know politics, but we are telling you how the politics is. Ndole damo dama ni wala play but man damo be play Q na wala mu dan sai. For that being the case, mbal be killing sikala ngana jam fa ba because the sister samba bi nan no 10 minutes to traje. Ala baraka baka dangi atol million kalbe la moy rola. But ngamben fo that side I'm standing there and that's the place I am. O kodo me ya lon ko dal talbe nanta di la funding kewla. A manke talbe suda la kodoti. It's a global funding. Country warolo kolo la nyokam. Purka di banku dingola. Citizen of the country. Citizen of the country. So country mo li wol kuma la nyadi la. The citizen of the country bol kumandi la nyadi la mu. Ibol kuma la nyadi la mu. Ba alla famo la nyo nyama. Alla miro la wo nyama. Ba nsa fale ko gisu jano ba al fala daki. Ndela ve da ndo fola pour aller na kumo la moy kende ka ani hakilo ale hekato because then due to the family so nga fole pour yela voice tala pour aller moy clearly okay nga fonni ke do fana nge me ya lonkat ko ka fa fo ngana ma ketalam bang I don't know how to pronounce his name. Bari nsa fale ko ale kun kwali fanna ale dandu laka kuti ale flan le wani internet ro kono de ale keta mali baloti nyawnya ala kulubal na nyawnya mol fansa kulubal ya nol di same wira badeni ko hala madi me ala ko nie fa ne ye fa flan nen ye fa le nen ye koto flan nen ye koto le nen daloli ya fon nga moy atol fonni chola le man tadu la folo sami kun cham chango wali mana keba manke alati bray zafani ala sudi ada nyola ni keba le mune kala sakwe foyde ngana ma keta lemba your video will come soon by ilo tale ni men damma be nyola that is a personal one person noe kumo foyma men diate no ya be asen bar gambe dun alman diamo le no gambe dun alman kelo le no. You cannot fight for thousands of people use things like you will win. That's not possible. But you can fight with the person one on one. You can have the chance to win that battle. Nganama ite ko be America banko kan bari la kuni woni la karan afonye bambali yal fonga karan na lelti ali yal fonga kal kunin tale ali yal fonga kal educate tale bara afonye bita men kalo ko yudi bin kol beneng feka ba usende ka neng iko charity baking at home Haramadu ni Kulubali ata nyamen. Since your childhood, imare me continue lola nyama. Ede keba respect nola. But niele elfa respect. Elfa hanare ma long. It's unknown. Iba respect la ya bunya. But ngana keda, right? But sa ente typical be nyininkara. Eka you even call melneng. Can you face one person with eyes and eyes to insult that person? Na brother mena doko sika kolamola. Al yamna al fatiha al man fatiha. Bar ñu nandiro men bebe ke kan detti kan kam o kilne point wala taliben sudati. Talibe la tinna sign alani sogol youth for the kings will come to the fight each other adum bajala ko me kuma fola talibe ben suday. Billah wala me kuma fola talibe ben suday. Numéro politico ko jandi be fra election ko atebe da halal fon. Atebe da halal fon. By ila supporter le lota bi fo dola audio finita ay lawyer da bon neng amon kanye ay yudi min ko ta ay be neng because ani mo kil ne be nyola kulu bari ala tambito la mali bari ala tambito la kulu bari ala tambito la mali bari ala tambito la ikemere na yemuna kela na damma be nyol al damma audio sen nyoka nara len nasty audio kiyo. That's not a problem. It's not any one problem of that. Baringo you even call yin victory menta ya win in Gambia banko kan babara yi welcoming yin wala al jusku wol jani anu hasido le maldi al jusku be farrar watch wala al jusku wol jani andal jusku be farrar watch bal nal lota jang al ben elfa len nenna because of Taliban sudal ko Taliban don't think you will sleep like that. My brother, don't even think you will sleep like that. Ndolbe political konane. But we don't insult anyone. But in Taliban ne kebal melia long katko. We are protecting them. Melia long katko. Gambedule bunyan hormo dina. Melia long katko. Gambedul they are proud of them. Melia long katko. Gambedule jiko sototo. And we fisata tolti. Hani alaya. I told Tina calculate neng because I love personal interest on you because of more criminal interest can make the Taliban so that. Ngala sport personal you may along ko kafa kemo boja. Alani media along ko member ke kanteng. Ebrima Dibba is part of you guys kemo boja. Nganama Kete is part of you guys with kemo boja. I can tell you this. Now I tell you spoke fast note. Naliman diamu aliye condemn. Billah wallahi talla ni ne keba kilin na UDP kor minala mbal mbe kuma falali janal be falal te nyina la anda man kentro silata lale halal nyaal nin nyaal bule yo nyakoro man to man we will not run until you guys run bal kulu nyaal man killing ulu nyaal man killing na political real man killing barin safale ko enough is enough jani ba fala ko mbe futala nyi wato nyi kono nga political start yani be dunna kono 3 good years sangi saba abe lor internet ro nyin kono nyi ngana ma kerano la ani Yunus Aidara nol ibe kulubali a safero be safe kam because of ba Usain ibe disrespect ko be so ba Usain mo be sirim bal jube ga nyabal almost 3 good years sangi saba al temem fola al fanoli al kal ko fu wandi fali atole giotal yemin ale do rogal kono e falete la le sino al yamina ko jamano le kerimba al yamina ko you guys will have that opportunity bam no bari mbe diamul alla family be ko ye diamaliye an alla politiko kal yalla agenda wafi bal nar kabe kulubali yalle samalna because al ni mo kinne dunta nyola al damale kaso te nyokuno to lañ haji budu kesse din teji na haji budu kesse din teji bal na tara fal futa dulato fal ko al bal nyaabula la say UDP ko lela because of jusu jano memballa ye baba benu nyame atol botan dol kono nyaaw nyarani woman tol jija man sambo I am motivated I hamono tuninna atina nga political start in a 1 year advance hanne paabirolu ne dindingolu ne musolu aliyem bela motivating like en yemotole inginota yala oil filter ya be falling barin safale ko ale kuluwali ya dandula soro taliban suda billahi wallahi talla yenda typical gele kulubale ato deni kon sa dunnole mali bale ato deni kon sa dunnole barin seneyato tele in society bar diamu la moliye kemo bojang diama la moliye billahi wallahi talla alla information le mol bulol kono taliban suda alla information mol bulol kono janni gambia be detalal bulo kono al kana mol diamundi
so ko be la ngol nyama ha so la na pour ko kotobo dunia be ka try coming for example nin Charles Tilo mutanon amur no tanon Liberia. So what do you think could happen? Itla miral to anything and everything can happen. Solana the best bet was ngo nyinki wala ngamata banta la nga kitinde banta nga soro banta ima ngi dal hakilo bakam minister nan jamata ngamira akoya nyame can be tried in African courts or European courts. But I'm for Gambia. Then Gambia coming more katra code lado kare lado video link kataje at the same time sitting katra ababanko frankan at the same time more evidence di akakeno coming televise court process. Nimbe to put security measures, contingency plans in place. So for God's sake, ngal dane. Many ka go. Abe ana ben trajan. Ite ko fa ben trajan. Ite what can you do? You do. People cannot go. Ana ben trajan. What can you do? Ite you are sitting at Talindin Kunjang. Ana ben trajan. Ite. Who are you? Ite simuna keno nothing. Just like I, who is here as we speak, member outside the whole jurisdiction. It is munakeno. So kumoto nyama. Wala nga exam nga fala kunu ngala ko alna jumala moy atla ko gata nyamin amarla ko gata nyama da lodra ngata ayta alna moy menna na manke niake menna na manke mo lo ka kela sort lafta alka gambe dankala fo yala nimmo koy ko ngoko bitata yala ko do men wala titano man fala ka ko to mo le bang ngoko mina gambe na wala ma abande ka fo no ko itinano ko to molti ama fo nade ala wonna akakumula fayika ko mo sereka wala mo itinano barale president ko mo ko ni atara asnano num denum amina wat karle ala mo man de ko fona moy all that is telling you ko wala atnano hanibe ma fonyo mal fi sande. We cannot test anything here. Dictator is a dictator. For God's sake, 22 years. 8 into 22. How many times? 8 into 22 is how many times? 8 times 2 is 16. Yala sinyafulo kweta. Sinyafulo lota. 16 from 22. 4 plus 2, 6. Akamona 2 times. I mean, I can treat. Nin 2 la kan wrong. Ha. Nakata 24 years lang doon abakala 8 into 24 will be 3 times. Kyahan kunt. Like I said, no man for them a focolate, but all into ko. 4. All the security apparatus in the Gambia, for as we speak, are they all and sundry loyal to the commander-in-chief of the day? If this is what obtains, then hallelujah. Then God bless us. Then we are lucky. But, with a big but, if this is not what obtains, then there we have a problem. And I can never answer this question. You know, you and I know what obtains. But are we supposed to say what obtains? Allah Akbar. You know, problem what? A camera in Blada Mala. Yes, Bankundumundo Gambia. Mokalo just some months ago, more water. Mbakara ten. Kumaba. Afu mo yala witness or bring untatam federal state to witness or wrong. Amare ko he akatu witness ya no kumen bankudunu mala mala fiya tokuya. Imagine. Sogaro ko fatande. Ak umon for too dangerous. So sansan ona nyondo go ngabloto. Dukara. Let's put the house in order. Ngamfang topoto kuba ngamfang na correct bang. Molta de paratanga mole nyokli. Mobe something danfa atulo ben. Is in the Gambia. But bring that a force sign, just to clamp down on that individual. Sign shadow. But ninun tomo shadow thing in Kalafang. But sign coming this democratic dispensation in the Benkonoten. Ha. Lawyer Sifa baby Fenkran. So people are panic stricken. They want to make sure nobody no they avoid all legal implications. What an of witness ten. So bring for state the principal witness in the first degree, Omar found. But the principal witness, may the evidence in Kiev, a member. Omar de here, no. Malafinto ten. Oh, then. So what can we do? We stood down. So this is a problem. This is a problem. Nimoloda content. No, abeka phone fam. Ngo. Disloyalty ni alom mot muninga nakala. Let me just put something here across. When I joined the army in 1989, even though I did not start my training in 1989, but I was selected into the army in 1989. At that time, from baby men kona abim kilomit. Ni sobeta mo mala kama loyal bunakake. Ni sobeta la koma loyal ka kina bunakake. Nga mbegi ngaro la. Ngamre ka sele. Wala mu comment the minimum impact it can have on you. Wala mu yese shokono. Community, you cannot be with us. Ngamra. Wala minimum to kadi. Continuation of that process, is it a crime? No, it's not a crime. Continuation of that process. For crime lambang, coming if somebody is disloyal, that person, those that are disloyal have to go home. Is that a crime? And a crime. Crime the kunum different crime. Is it a crime? Is it a crime? No, it's not a crime. So that continuation, the question is the continuation, is a continuation something that obtains as we speak? Another question. If it obtains, more than I do. So kulebela no nyama. India mo be. Imagine, India mo be ka kumaten. Nya nyinka ni manya be foten tenen. Liberia. Kiali still dame diamo radio to. Ni diamo ta cafe. Mame stop talking, pape talking. E kola foi. If on diamo pape be diamo la. If kana diamo. Barbira tata amanad ya surun sengita woro. Adiba son na wato na dindin tata. Songamira akamunna min wala mu atlamingi doya abetra soronde na amingi doya. Amanka man support sur ala sato nko ala ngaluwa noma ngamente ka arko nga noma. Be loyal to the commander in chief of the day. Wallahi ninga umuta mol data. Almost 9,000 or more than 9,000 men and women. Warning police kunda man killing, ani SAS man killing. Nyimbe be loyal limasay. Woman sa ay men for bekala. Bari bari with a big boat ning atra to nyama dobe b dobe a olan confession not I hope alaman tankalo situation no because don't accuse kana mo accuse kula amament bara nga to nya fanam fonyode a nyin ku mo beta na tu ya je mo fana ndiam ba ba ko nyin kam fa alon nak 1994 birin coup d'etat kata let me just birin coup d'etat 1994 sang sogorol tata marlo kata ye uniform bondi e kata civil fo mfuta 2016 mbe alon ko hani sogre men se kuntuta folban fon e ka bade la labate te bade ite hanila disloyalty hani kuma kanto kuma kan be wala de ita ngo mo be lan ko datta mo be nyamin mo be system ko no i mal loyal bari i nyamam ma yaati ne ko mal loyal ita mal loyal so bi dukare mo kana son e kaytan rido ku nyalla ko mal loyal foka long ala ngani ko jibe kude ngani men foto ni modo ama ki kuroke bari momoy ki kuroke dron kumo ama ate alon bari mo be jang wota ki kuroke la wala nan modo be je modo ya sambodo ko demendo a kontano nda bawo de nga tofo asi jawul suto kata mbala bete ala fula bimbe tembondo sécurité kono ndema moje kidi en forces la karola ndema moje men loyalta ko yow samba ya samba du lawto bari ngam men foten mo be club jaw be sobe la ko jumalam o mari loyalta bak bari ni alama nyon sial loyal sifa be wo bari ya samba du la fananto bari kana tofo digo niya tofo a jaw be sial ha ko duniya gele tande ni ko man laf mansala a jawta sial bara alafta mansala a jaw fla siat abolo nyama dem ali sipa ni ko carré mansala ki jaw ka siala ginam problème ot iko car loyalté ite pare i jaw siat ha bar karma loyal ite ni mu dinken dolti hay dinken do maji yinta non sans sotale